Hey guys, GreenGuitarGuy here, and welcome back to another update from our Lego City. In today's video, we're going to continue working on the boardwalk by adding in
the Lego store!
The Lego store! So in our last update, we got the base of the boardwalk built over here, and it looks pretty nice. Over here on the left side, we've got kind of like a historic harbor thing going on. And then moving across over here to the right, we've got like the newer wooden part of the boardwalk. And we've got plenty of room for shops. They're going to be built back on those 8x16 tan plates. And they pop out pretty easily. Lego does most of their small building on this size plate. And so we're going to be populating this area with different shops. So the first shop that's going in is the Lego store. So we picked up the Lego store parts from set 60097, which is City Square, and that's an awesome set. We didn't actually purchase the whole thing. I found a seller on Bricklink that was selling individual bags from the set, and that was a lot cheaper than purchasing the whole thing, though I would like to get the tram someday. So we're gonna get building, and then we'll take a look once we get finished. Alright, so this is a pretty cool little shop. Let's take a look at it and then we'll talk about how we're going to modify it. So starting out front, it's a great little build. They've got the cool little Lego store sign there. You can see some of the displays in the window at the bottom floor. They have the classic red brick there. And then over on this side they've got the box sets. And then upstairs there on the mezzanine, you've got like some different minifigures, like mannequins representing the different themes. So you've got the castle theme and then the space theme, which they're both great. I love those as a kid. And then let's take a look on the inside. found in here. Alright, so over on the left-hand side here, you can see the shelves where we've got the different box sets. And then in the center here, we've got like a micro figure on a stand. And then we've got the cash register. And then moving over here to the right side, we've got the pick-a-brick wall. So I've been trying to think through how we can modify this because it's already a really great little building. It's got a lot of details, but maybe there's just a little bit of space for improvement. So about 3 years ago, LEGO came out with the iconic VIP set 40178, and this was originally like a promotional item, and then they moved it over as a VIP reward, which is where I picked it up as a VIP reward a couple of years ago now, and really I've just been waiting to build it. I was going to add it to when we add a LEGO store here into the city. So we're going to take and put this set together. Then we'll take a look and see how we can merge it into the LEGO store. Alright, so the VIP set is all done and it turned out pretty awesome. Starting over on this side, we've got Brickley, the LEGO store dragon or Loch Ness monster, whichever he is. And then moving over to this wall, we've got a whole bunch of LEGO box sets. So we've got boxes representing like Juniors, Duplos, Friends, LEGO City. We've also got like a model of the Ghostbuster firehouse. That's pretty cool there. We've got the classic red LEGO mug up on the wall there. And then moving over to this side, we've got the pick and build wall, so you can get all the pieces that you need. And out front here, you've got another one of the mugs. And I think these are supposed to be like a parts bin or something there behind it. And then right here, we've got the classic red LEGO. All right, now that we have the VIP set all put together, we're going to take it apart and try to get some of these cool elements worked here into this LEGO store. The VIP set is mostly disassembled. There's some of it that I left on the plate right over here. But let's take a look inside the LEGO store. So we're going to actually have to take apart some of this just to be able to get at it and kind of kind of work on things. So we'll take off this top floor. Looks like all that's coming off. So we'll set that over here. So starting over here on the left-hand side, I'm gonna work on, let's just pull this wall off. All right. So we've got all of our box sets, and I thought it would be kind of cool, so we can continue to add more boxes, because we've got this area over on this side, and it would be great to add in the rest of these sets, even though we won't have room for like shelving and stuff. I thought I pulled out a 1x6 from one of my Lego bins, and I thought, let's see if we can take out. All right, so we're gonna take out this 1x2. We'll put in this modified one. I think if we just set that along here, that gives us room to add these sets in. Let's see. Alright, so that's 6 extra sets in there. I think that looks pretty cool. Again, it's not as like broken up as this shelving unit, but maybe they're just stacked on top of each other or something there. Or maybe it's some sort of display ad, something like that. But I think that looks pretty cool. So you can put that back in place over on that side. And that definitely makes that side look a lot more busy. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not very good from this angle. But yeah, it looks like there's a ton more sets over there. And then we've already got our red brick, so we don't really need that. I was thinking we could always put this parts bin in instead of the minifigure there. We can still put, or the micro figure. We can still put both of those in there and still have room for some like parts bins, I guess. So I thought that would be kind of cool. And then moving over here to the pick a brick wall, whatever you want to call it. So I thought it would be awesome. I was thinking of this all along, like, man, it'd be great to be able to get this sticker over onto this wall. And I was originally thinking, man, if it would fit on a 1x4 tile, we could just put it, you know, like right here on the wall. We could pull out a few of those 1x1 rounds, but unfortunately, it is a little bit wider. So being on a 1x6 brick, and I don't think thickness-wise it would actually even fit the 1x distance. So the tiling option is out. So I'm thinking if we just let's see, we pull off this. We'll pull off that. I'm thinking if we just add it in right here instead, that'll work. That'll work pretty nicely. But that means we won't be able to use this wall, because if we put it back there, it'll cover it up completely. So so it looks like our options for doing a pick and build wall is we can either use like a shorter plate, like I think this is a 4x8. I think a 4x6 would be fine. Which I have one right here, and that would work just fine. But I'm also thinking about using these 1x1 from the VIP set. They have the clear little tiles on top of them, and it's just kind of a cool added element to it. I thought, let's not make the wall any wider than we have to, and we have all these extra white 1x4 modified. So let's just use a few of these instead. So we'll take apart the wall here and we'll add these in, and so then we would end up putting that on top there, and then that leaves this this added space over here. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll take what white 1x2s that we have left, and we also have a couple of 1x2 modifieds. So I think if we take a couple of these, we can fill in this area. But before we do that, hold on. Let's fill in this the pick and build wall. So normally when you go to a pick and build wall, they have like you can build, or you can pull parts from, like, I don't know, like the mid section, and then the lower and upper section is just kind of decorative. So I think we'll pull a few off of this plate as kind of the decorative ones, and they won't have that clear tile over top of them. They'll just kind of be the decorative ones of the group here. So put all these on. All right, that looks pretty good. We'll put some of these extra colors in place. Should have pulled these off ahead of time, but alright. So that looks pretty cool for our pick and build wall. And then over on this side, so we've still got this this yellow tile left, which is a display case for the Ghostbusters fire department. And we also have the cup here, so I think we could probably just attach the mug to one of the modifieds here. And I think if we build that too tall, that'll give us space. And we need one more. Or is that just enough? So that's just enough. So let's see if we can get. Would that work? I think that'll work. So we've got the, oops, pulling this thing apart. So we've got the mug there, we've got that on display, and then below that we've got the Ghostbusters fire department. Let's see if I can get that in focus. And then adding the wall in. Well, that's definitely a lot busier. I think I really like the look of that. So man, this place is packed with stuff now. All right, so then moving back up top, we'll get these on. I am not gonna put. Hold on, let's take these off. So these side vents, they look really cool. I don't know if you can see that on the sides of the store here. They look great, but if we end up adding in extra stores beside the Lego store here, they might be tight up against it, and we won't have room for these vents. So we'll add this top mezzanine level back in, but instead of using 1x4s, we're gonna use 1x6 over there. So I've got a few of those from my parts bin. We can add the sides back in place. All right. I think that's looking pretty good. So then out front here, we're gonna actually take off this light because we don't have a bus stop, and I think it's gonna look a lot
a lot cleaner out front for the boardwalk without that. So we also have Brickley the Dragon, which that's such a cool element. I would love to get it added in. So I was kind of thinking if we pull off these windows up top here. That it would be awesome to add in Brickley like here along the front. So I've got a couple of black modified plates. I'm thinking we can add those in like right here. Let's see, bird puller. Like right here and here. Maybe we could add him in like that. So he's on like his head is on like a ball joint here, but it's got a little bit of a lip on it. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Get it in focus. So I think it'll actually work out perfect with the going onto this modified plate because there's a little lip on the edge of that, so it's almost completely flush. So I think if we put him like that, that would work. Then we have to take the rest of these pieces and extend him across the front. So we've got one of these like green cheese slope. What else do we have? Alright, so we've got his tail. We should put that down at this end. And do we have any other green pieces? We don't have any other green pieces. Oh, let's take this one off. And we'll substitute a red piece in there. A red tile. And then we can add these in like that. So, in some of the renderings or some of the different stores, it looks kind of like a Loch Ness monster. So he kind of swoops in and out. So I think you can kind of see some of like would go behind the Lego sign there and come back out on this side. And then, so we're not going to be able to use these 1x6 plates. So I just grabbed a couple. These are dark bluish gray plates, and it'll just match the, we have the dark bluish gray along the sides there, so we'll fill those in. I don't think you'll really be able to see much anyways, but I think that'll look fine. Let's see, get the windows back in place. Alright, well that's looking really good there. Get these put in. Alright, so last thing to add into the store here. So I've always liked the, like growing up I always loved Castle and Space, they were pretty cool. So we've got one other window there, and it'd be awesome to add something else in place. I thought let's move Space over. So the one of the other themes that I really liked as a kid was pirates. And if you've seen some of my videos, you've seen that I had the Caribbean Clipper growing up, and so I had one of my favorite little minifigures was Gov Broadside. So this was one of my minifigures from when I was a kid growing up. This one actually made it through in pretty good condition. I don't know if you can see him there. Let me get him focused. But pretty cool little minifigure there. And I thought with this going on the boardwalk, it would be awesome to have something from the Pirates theme in there as well. So we'll add him up top there. That looks pretty cool. Put the roof in place. Yeah, now that looks great. Yeah, I'm really a fan of that. It's cool with Brickley on the front there. A lot going on. All right, so we'll get this plate pulled out here, and we'll get the Lego store put in place. And I think that looks pretty good here on the boardwalk. I mean, at least as a standalone, I mean, it'll look a lot better once we have more shops like surrounding it on each side, but yeah, it looks pretty good there. Just as one final detail, I picked up the Series 20, hold on, get him in focus here, GreenGuitarGuy. And I thought he could be out in front of the Lego store selling, you know, getting people to come inside, and he matches right there with Brickley being green, different shade, but looks pretty cool. And, oh. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty nice. So I have a list of other shops and attractions that I'd like to add to the boardwalk, but I'd love to hear from you guys on what you think our boardwalk needs. Like, what other shops and things should we add in here? Because I might be missing out on something on my list, and you guys are always so good at coming up with ideas. So if you can, drop your ideas in the comments below. That would be awesome. We would really appreciate it. Alright, well that's all we've got for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you could give it a thumbs up. Thumbs, subs, and comments are always appreciated. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. We will catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.